In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the difference between M and REM is, which one you should be using, and all this confusion will be gone forever. It's simpler than you think, so please don't overthink it, all right? Let's get started. Now, M, the letters M, E-M, they're literally mean M, the letter M. So why do we do this? Well, way back in the day, they used to take little blocks of metal and they would put them together to make a newspaper, and this is how printing worked. And so a dude would sit there in the black and white days and put all these little blocks together, and he needed to know exactly how many letters he could fit on one sentence. And in order to do that, he needed to know what the biggest letter was. It was an M, because M's almost a square, right? So that's where M comes from. Now let's go on to today's world. We've got the internet, we've got browsers, everything changes, right? But we still need to know the size. So what we have now is a REM, a root M, okay? So when you have, your root size of whatever, 16 pixels or 20 pixels, whatever you set, your website's root size to, that's it. So now we've got two, okay? We've got REM and we've got M, and REM is relative always to the root size. Doesn't matter where you put it. You can put it inside tables, you can put it in boxes, it doesn't matter. REM is going to go right back to the root and say, what size are you? And if I'm 2 REM and my root font size is 16, well, same as saying 16 times 2 equals 32, okay? Simple as that. M, on the other hand, listens to its parent. Now, this gets a little confusing, I understand, so I've made up a real easy graphic for you here. Here on one side, we have these headings being 2 REM, and it doesn't matter how many times it's nested inside the box above it. 2 REM goes right back to the root size, which is 16, so all of these come out at 32 pixels. The difference is with M, okay, the one that actually is relative, because REM is root, M that's relative listens to its parent. So on this first one, 2 REM, they're the same, 32 pixels. But on this one, it says, oh, well, my parent is 32 pixels, and I'm timesing it by 2, so I'm 64 pixels. And again, is true on 128, you understand? So why? Why don't we just delete M? We can just say, screw it, we never need it. Honestly, it's close to being able to be done. But there is one situation where you would choose M over REM. So the one time that you're actually going to want to use M over REM is when you need something relative inside of a component. Okay, so let's look at this. This is a button, simple CSS button. We have a font size of 1.9 REM, and our padding is M. And the reason that we're using an M is because we want this relative to this font size, not back to our root font size, because if this changes, I don't have to redo this math. You see what I mean? See, this here is times 0.75 or times 1.5. You get the same thing. So let's look at this in action here. Here we have 2 buttons. This one on the left, the padding is in M, meaning it's listening to the size of the font and it will adjust. So as it gets bigger, you see what's happening here. The padding is getting bigger because the font size is. And as you get smaller, it gets smaller, so it's relative. But watch on this side. You see, no matter how big that font gets, even at 48, the padding's still only 24. And now your whole component looks off-kiltered. So, to recap, always bloody well use REM. Use M if it's inside of a component, which almost this never happens, but it does a little bit. So the most part, when you're thinking M versus REM, REM. Unless you're making a button or some little component that you want to resize, all right? That's it. Couple minutes, you now know the entire basis for sizing on the web. Listen, BricsFX3 is launching on Monday. It's going to be killer. Check it out. You know, like, subscribe, follow my channel, do all that crap. The next video is big, really big, actually. I'm going to be doing this for all sizes so that you totally understand sizing on the web. All right? We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.